Hello YouTube and welcome back to Let's Play Hyrule Warriors. This is probably going to end up being another really long episode, but hopefully it's still good. Because the Palace of Twilight took me a while, finally beat it easily, got the hang of it, got the hang of Midna and whatnot. Darunia also upgraded him, got the hang of him a little bit better, but I'm still not quite a big fan of him. He's not quite the kind of style I'd like to use. But anyways, now I'm going to go on to the Sealed Ground, which I'm going to have to do again later anyways, because I still need the heart piece for Link, but I'm going to be playing as Fi. And I'm going to be doing it on normal, because last time, all the other times, when I do it on hard, it's just ridiculous. So, these are the only two ones. I kind of want to do this one just so I can unlock that ability, but I'm just going to stick with this one to use the materials in light. Oh wait, no, I meant to... I meant to go to the smithy to level her up, but a servant of goddess Hylia joined Link, and together they drove away the Dragon Knight Volga. I don't know, I'm kind of... Victory, Girahim managed to slip away in the chaos. I guess I'll just stop talking between the words. Girahim, and closed the Gate of Souls. Link followed Fi's advice and hurried to the Sealed Grounds. Hopefully that sounds kind of cool. Advanced quickly in order to catch up to the quarry. Although it might be like off a little bit, Girahim sprang this trap. So it might be kind of hard to understand what I am saying or what the person is saying because we're reading at like almost the same time or whatever, but I actually am. Okay, I'm gonna go to the bazaar. It actually kind of like exits me from the level, which is kind of lame, but I'm gonna go to the training dojo and I'm just gonna level up to like 40 just to be safe. I can't go up to 42, but might as well just stick with 40 because that actually is using up a lot of the money that I have, and I'm not quite as ridiculously rich and wealthy and all that as I used to be. But anyways, now I gotta go back and go over here and do that and all that. So then I'm just gonna skip this little cutscene once I'm able to, because we just saw it. But anyways, hopefully this shouldn't take quite as long as the other episodes, but I know that it's gonna take a while because this is a very large battlefield, and I'm thinking I'm gonna try to capture my way all the way down to the center. But I'm not entirely sure how well that's going to work, especially because I've never played this Fi before. But I have played this level before, so that gives me a little bit of an advantage, even though the other two levels I had played before as well. I just hadn't played as the specific characters. So alright, that's interesting. Let's see her double combo. There's just a little area of effect around her. Third is just that little thingy right there, and I think I remember hearing that, yeah, like Y charges up her abilities, which is kind of cool. And let's see, 3, 4, and that, interesting. Alright, so just testing out her abilities, and let's see what her actual normal combo is. Yeah, it's pretty nice, I guess. Not super amazing. That is probably my favorite. Because I can be very mobile with that and just cover a large area. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I've just started using her, so I'm not entirely sure how to use her best, but she seems alright. That move I'm not a huge fan of because it kind of keeps me in one spot, but I guess it's pretty good for a little area of effect like that, I suppose. But, anyways, let's see. So I really want to keep track of when my troops say that they need help, because that would be really good for me to keep track of, so that my soldiers don't die. But what am I doing? Okay, yeah, this proxy is sort of spoiler alerting. She's not actually spoiler alerting, she's just kind of somewhat spoiling the fact that more allies apparently just showed up, but then Proxy is saying that she's feeling like an evil presence and wondering if it could be coming from the new allies. Just trying to get through here, and this should be a little easier than hard, but it shouldn't be like super ridiculously easy or anything like that, because it is still on normal. And okay, so keep boss is right there, so that means that my allied troops have broken through down to the keep boss or whatever. And oh, that's right, I still haven't used her X special. I'm gonna try to use it this way. What is this? This is just a big sword. Basically just a little area of effect right on top of me. Not that impressive. But anyways, So here, I think something's gonna happen. Or oh, hey, they actually captured that keep by defeating the keep boss for me. But a faction of Hyrulean forces has turned traitorous, which I think is pretty interesting. A very interesting concept that apparently Girahim somehow, what's it called? Somehow mind controlled or like possessed or just influenced some of the warriors on my side, so that now there are some enemies, or basically some of the Hyrulean soldiers are now enemies, which is kind of interesting. And then I have to defeat the turncoat captains because they're special or something. I don't know. But let's see, just get rid of this moblin, and there you go, the turncoat soldier, which I think is pretty interesting. West Cannon Keep is in danger of falling, even though its health seems pretty good. Although I didn't see where that was. Let's just take care of this turncoat captain. A nice little Triforcean push. That I didn't really... Okay, I said Triforcean push, but that's not really the right term to use, because that little symbol is more like the skyward Skyloft symbol rather than the... Okay, so which one is it? That one? Okay, another faction of the Hyrulean forces has turned traitorous. Okay, this is the keep that it said was about to fall. Which for a second there I was going to say like, oh, well, that looks like it's fine, there's plenty of good guys here, but they're the turncoats, not the actual good guys. Another faction of the Hyrulean forces has fled now because they didn't want to deal with all this traitorousness and didn't know what they were doing and all that. So again, this is actually a point where, all of Girahim's forces are just everywhere. But this is actually a point where I'd actually kind of prefer if I had the, oh, that's cool. Her focus, or her, I was gonna say focus point, or whatever, her weak point gauge break thingy. But, anyways, what am I doing? Right now, I'd like to capture a lot of keeps. I mean, obviously that's kind of the point of all these missions, but, in this mission in particular, they're, or wait a minute, I was trying to say something earlier, and then I kept getting distracted. This is the point where I'd like to have the health gauges on, because then it'd be easier to tell who was a friend and who was a foe. I'm pretty sure, like, anything that's not a Goron is a foe at the moment. But the East Keep is about to fall. What was that? That's up there. I'm gonna go try to save it, because at this point in the game, what am I doing? Why am I not? Okay, there we go. At this point in the game, I'd rather rescue the keeps rather than lose them and have to retake them. Because I know that's going to be a very long game if I just let them take all the keeps. And I think they did just take the keep. Okay, that's not what I meant to do, but okay. So this is just a bunch of enemies. There we go. Being able to actually get that focus point, or I keep calling it focus point, or a break point, or it's called weak point gauge, whatever you want to call it. I don't know. But I was gonna say something else now. I don't remember. I keep distracting myself with what I was gonna say. Let's see. Let's actually capture up here. And I know I said I wanted to capture down to the center, but there's just so much on the periphery that I need to capture as well. But oh, that's right. And the symbol that Fi makes when she does that charging thing, this one, well, you couldn't really see it there, but that's the symbol of the Skyloft people, or from the Skyward Sword game, where I think it's supposed to resemble the wings of the wings of one of the birds that they use. And let's see, does it only appear when I do it like this? No? I don't know. I guess it just doesn't appear sometimes. It's kind of weird. But, and, oh wait, no, that's the gatekeeper. I do not want to open that gate yet, because that will start spawning more of Girahim's forces, I think. But, let's see, go over to my bow and arrow. It was, on the gamepad, it's not as easy to switch weapons and do other things and continue to attack. It's not that bad, but, and actually here, this is actually where the gold Skulltula appears, just in case you're wondering. But let's see, it's not as easy, in my opinion, to switch weapons, or switch items, on the gamepad, because it's the button to do that is like right under the button to move, which you could do sometimes, especially if you're not attacking and you're just moving, because then I just move my right hand rather than my left hand. But what was I saying? And oh look, that might be a heart piece. That should be good. And let's go to this turncoat soldier. And there we go. And I'm probably going to be using the same dash move a lot in this one. And I'm probably going to end up accidentally using the whatchamacallit? the second one, the area of effect standstill one. I'm probably going to accidentally use it. Ah, dang, it's just a weapon. But, yeah, I don't know. I'm trying to use the charge one just because it's very mobile, and it seems like a really good move to be able to use when you're on the move. And let's see. That's not what I was trying to do. Okay. Let's see. I know that those bottom three are where the turncoat leader is, which will expose the traitorous ones and something good will happen or whatever. But at the moment, they're not really a threat to me, because they're not like raiding or charging anywhere. At least I don't think they are. So I think I'm good for the moment. Don't need to worry about them. I think I am just gonna capture all the way down to the center now. And Fi actually is pretty cool. I like that. In general, her moves don't really stop her from moving, and you can just sort of keep the combos going, which is pretty good for the most part. Her second tier, the one where she just stands still and does that area of effect, this one, which I did not mean to do, but it's just kind of hard to determine which combo you're using because of her moves. They're so, because you're hitting so many enemies at once, and she's just sort of swirling in one big combo. It's kind of hard to tell what point of the combo you're at, especially because I just mash the buttons. I don't really plan out how many times I'm pressing the button. But that was also kind of the problem I had with Midna. But then after a while, I was able to see what animation was what trigger or whatever. So I'll probably show you guys me playing with Midna later, like in some other episode, just to better explain it. And again, I will be doing a special episode, probably one for each character, maybe like 4 characters per episode or something, where I'll just be going over their basic attacks, or showing you like the animation for their basic attacks, and all their specials, and X special and magic special and everything, just so that you guys get to see what it looks like in a more controlled environment rather than this whole crazy war and whatnot. And I'll be able to explain what I like and dislike about each of their abilities, and then, you know, basically just be giving my own review on them, so that if you guys are playing this game, you know who you might, or you'll already have a better understanding of who you might want to be playing as or something. Or if you already are playing, if you already are playing this game, then you can compare strategies or something like that. I don't know. I think it'll be interesting. But anyways, I'm just going to try to destroy everyone in here, which I know that I made this on normal difficulty and all that so that it would be quicker, but I really do want to get rid of everyone. Okay, so now the turncoat leader has officially appeared at the base, so that now it's like, hey, dude, you're taking a long time finding it. You should know he's right here. But great, because I'm taking so long, the turncoat soldiers have increased their morale, which means that they're going to be more powerful. And okay, Link is in trouble. I guess I'll go over there and help him. He's about half health. I mean, I'm sure he's fine. Let's see. Alright, because this is a pretty big area to have to clear out. So I'm pretty happy about how mobile Fi is. Of course, I'm not trying to use that one, even though it is relatively mobile. I'm not trying to use that one either, even though it's completely immobile. Or because it's completely immobile, not even though it's because it's, you know what I mean? Anyways, let's get some more magic, which I should probably use at some point. Trying to keep an eye on Link's health as I'm moving forward, because I'm kind of trying to save him a little bit. But alright, let's see. And also, for these long episodes, I know it's kind of late to ask about it now, but would you prefer if I cut them into 2 parts and then just upload them the same day, or upload them different days? Because it seems like it doesn't make sense to cut them into 2 parts if I'm going to upload them the same day. But then, if it's so long, I feel like it should be in 2 parts. But then, because I'm not finishing like the level in 1 episode, it doesn't feel right to cut it into pieces, I guess. I don't know. Let's get this material before heading down to Link. I don't know if it's like the defeat condition, like if I'll lose the mission if Link leaves. I think it'll just like give the enemies better morale and give my troops less morale if Link dies, basically, or if Link flees. But alright, so let's see. Where are we going? Because I saved Link, he's back at full health. So he should be good for a while. I'm gonna go back and capture the bottom, or not really capture the bottom, but just sort of clear it out. Because I'd really like to just get rid of every enemy on this map, even though it's a huge map with tons of enemies. And I feel like it is bigger, but I think it's just more spread out, I guess. Like the actual, what's the word for it? The actual, the actual size of it, like the measurements, I guess, is the same. It's just that everything is more spread out or something. I don't know what I'm saying. I'm really struggling to find the right word here, but I am not finding it. Alright, in that case, since all the enemies are just sort of spread out over a big area, and why is she not running or dashing or something? But I'm just going to take out the outposts first, rather than taking out all the areas, and then thereby having the what's it called? The other captains or whatever helping out a little bit, so it's not just me clearing out all these massive waves of enemies. Okay, where else can I go? I guess down here a little bit. I guess I probably should just take care of the gatekeeper and get through there, or get the turncoat captain. Let's see, I can actually use the gamepad to do that, if I can just put my finger on the gamepad, which is nice, but it's a little less accurate, I suppose. And come on, dash fi. Okay, there we go. I'm just gonna use my special, just cause it's a nice little area of effect that can just take care of the enemies pretty nicely in an outpost. And might as well use it again, because I've got 2. There we go. And then I saw the Stalfos thingy. This guy, he's basically like a really powerful Darknut, or like the next level Darknut, which I think is pretty cool. You know, the enemy itself is very different from a Darknut, but like his attack patterns and everything are basically a Darknut. And it actually took me a while to fully realize that the Aralphos and the Fiery Aralphos are basically just Lizalfos, but like a stronger form of them, which obviously makes sense, but it just didn't quite click in my mind. But anyways, let's see. Just take care of them, and then I'll go up to the top this way. Are there more bases that I can take over here? Because I know that there's a gate on one of those, like a door that I'm not able to open yet. I'm not sure what exactly will open that one. Just gonna stand here and use a big area of effect to take it all down. Alright, that's a nice little boost. 70 KO, that's pretty good. I know that there's like a achievement you get, an achievement, not a achievement, or achievement, but for killing 100 people, or 100 units with a single special move, or X special, and I'm interested in where you'd be able to do that. I feel like the Twilight Realm with Xanth's forces is probably the best place to do that, but I'm also kind of assuming that somewhere later down the line is probably the best. But let's use the bombs right there. Is this going to be a treasure chest? No, it's just going to be whatchamacallit. Alright, so then I'm actually going to come in right here, and that's actually kind of not where I meant to go, but close enough. Let's use this on the Moblin, because I always have these X specials ready. I just never use them because I'm so focused on using my other moves. But let's let's see, while I'm doing that, switch over to my bow and arrow. So I can take care of this Deku Baba, which really is just a bit of an annoyance rather than a real obstacle of any kind. And yeah, now that I actually have covered a lot of the map, kind of looks like there's less enemies, I guess, a little bit. Not really. Just kind of dodging around, not really using any specials on this guy because I know he's just going to block him. But oh well, I'm able to defeat him. This is definitely much easier on normal than it is on hard. Although I'm not sure if that's because of the actual map that I'm playing on, or playing as Fi rather than Midna and Darunia. Because I think Midna was pretty much fully upgraded. Definitely her, whatever form she's at now, if she's at where I was in that episode, or if she's farther ahead, whichever one, she's really good right now. I've learned 2 or 3 good combos to use with her. So that's pretty cool. But 5 seems pretty cool too. Very good at the area of effect, which is, or not just that she's good with area of effect, because basically all the characters are good at area of effect, but she's good at keeping the combo going, I guess, rather than like Darmanite, or not Darmanite, I keep wanting to call him Darmanite, but it's Darunia. Darunia, he does have some powerful area of effect, but he seems, like, all of his attacks sort of end the combo and give him a bit of a cooldown before he can really keep going, whereas Fi can just constantly attack everything, which I really enjoy. That was kind of what I meant a little bit more about Impa, is how I was saying, like, she was more choppy rather than slashy, just because all of her moves sort of stopped her combos, and as it made sense, I guess, but I prefer characters like Fi that can just constantly keep going. And actually, Impa, it's just her Giant's Knife that really has that effect. The other weapon that I don't know if I've shown off yet, the Naginata, that is actually really good for keeping the combo going. It's just a little bit less powerful. Like, it has less of a wide range in its attacks, and it's more of just the continuous combo effect that is really cool about it. But I mean, I still really like it. It's pretty cool. Let's use bombs here, and a treasure chest. And is this going to be a pizza heart? Or a heart container for Fi? I think it is. And yes, it is! Nice. Alright. And then we'll just continue on and kill stuff and whatnot. And that was also kind of the reason why I don't want to just, continue on with the story and ignore all the troops, because I wanted to get that heart container, and I just didn't know where it was. I didn't know if I had to capture a keep to get it, or just find it in a treasure chest somewhere. Obviously it was the latter, but alright, so let's capture this place. I'm actually going to use my magic just to show it off, and it's very useful for taking down these enemies, because you can break through their guard more easily, or you can break through the guard rather than not being able to break through the guard, I guess. And yeah, I guess I'll use her X special in her magic, which nice little Triforce thingy. And that symbol that I'm not sure if you actually were able to see is the one that I was mentioning, where it's just supposed to be like the wings of the birds that I forgot the name of. Loftwing, I think it is. The bird that Link rides in Skyward Sword. But it's just that symbol for now, and then once you actually get the Triforce in the Skyward Sword game, I guess, that's the point in the timeline, I guess, that the Hylian symbol includes the Triforce on its shield, which I think is a really interesting concept that I think my brother pointed out, because he's a much bigger Zelda fan than I am. So yeah, I don't know. Which he was actually kind of like in one of the other episodes. I don't remember which one it was. I think it was Skyward Sword. I don't remember. The Skyward Sword level, which I think was episode 5. I think he was in that. Like, you might hear me mention him. I didn't actually watch the entire episode, so I don't remember exactly how well you can hear it. But there's just so many enemies in this level. It's ridiculous. Let's just dash through them. And I guess I probably should be using her Y more, to increase her power, but meh. Alright, so after doing all this, conquering so far, now I really wish I did open up that gate on the other side so I don't have to run all the way around to get to the end. And I'm just going to ignore all these enemies as I make my way through. So let's see, just coming through here. Unless I see like a big moblin or a big group of them, I can just keep going through there. And, come on, let's dash. Dash, Fi. Why did she take so long to dash? Alright, so actually there's something over here. Is that a moblin or it's Stal something. I don't remember the name. Stal Knight, maybe? Stal Master, I think is its name. This is actually a really cool enemy in Skyward Sword. Even though a lot of people don't like Skyward Sword, even though also a lot of people do like it, I'd say it's one of the more polarizing games of the Legend of Zelda series. I almost said the League of Zelda, but or the League of Legends. But anyways, even though I would say it's one of the more polarizing, because on one hand I do really enjoy it. I think there's a lot of good things about it, but I do see all the complaints that other people have for it, and I can understand those to a degree. So I mean, I think it's really good, but it definitely has its flaws, like all games. Like all things in life, but let's see. Because the enemy design, in my opinion, well, as far as some of the actual like combat aspects of the enemy design, I thought were really good, but some of the design visual effects of some of the enemies are not quite as impressive. Just saying. But not to name names or anything. I don't even remember the name of the enemy that I'm trying to hint at, but I don't even know how to hint at it without just totally giving it away. But anyways, let's finally take down this turncoat leader with one big X special. Probably should defeat him. Yes? No? Is he still alive? I can't tell. Yep, he's dead. So now a bunch of the turncoats have retreated. So now I'm not sure where I'm supposed to go or what is supposed to go on at the moment. I'm just going to take care of these guys for a little bit, because I can, basically. Regroup and invade the temple. And oh, that's right, I should probably open up that gate. All turncoat soldiers have retreated. That's good. But here's Girahim doing his creepy thing, which is actually kind of interesting. There's a point where he does this sort of dance and teleports around, but in the game, maybe it was just our version or something, but those little particle effects that appear when he teleports, they didn't appear during the game, and it's kind of weird. Anyways, he's really creepy, but how unpleasant. I feel like he got more eyeliner in this game, but truthfully, I feel annoyed. And if they can't learn to follow my direction, then I shall do away with them. Do away with who? All of the soldiers that you you sent here were killed already. What is he doing? Oh, there we go. It's the imprisoned, the enemy, the big boss that was like one of the most annoying bosses in the game, and one of the least worst designed enemies in my opinion. This is definitely not Skyward Sword's strong suit. Yeah, it's not a very good enemy design in my opinion. Just very odd, and the weak point is so obvious. It's just ridiculous. It's got to attack his toes, and wow, it's actually taking me a little while to actually break them. But alright. Yeah, so you just defeat his toes. He's normally walking around, but for some reason he wasn't walking around here. But just gonna use my specials more, and let's see if I can actually do this and break his weak point gauge or something. Nope. Okay, so now he's just crawling on the ground like a weird little worm thing. Well, big worm, I suppose. But attack the imprisoned toes. Yes, I'm aware of this, but he's still on the ground and I can't do anything. Let's just increase my power while I wait for him. Do it again. Because what is he doing? Okay, finally. Oh, that's right. He has reached the West Cannon Keep. He regrows his toes, and then I think he's about to do something that I'm kind of preparing for. Yeah, there we go. So now he can fly because of that crown ring of doom stuff. Now I have to use the weapon bomb thing, the Grusinator, which makes much more sense if you've actually played Skyward Sword. Which I do recommend any of you play Skyward Sword if you have not played Skyward Sword, because it's a really, in my opinion, a good game, at least the first time through. The replay value to me is just not there, but I think it's pretty good. The story is pretty great, and wow, that actually did quite a bit of damage to the imprisoned. But anyways, let's just go down here, and let's see, can I do the third one? I am doing the fourth one right now. It's not the one I was trying to use. But oh well. So now just use my Skyward Strike into that little pillar on his nose, which is how you're supposed to defeat him in the actual game in Skyward Sword. So again, he's just going to walk around now. Alright, now I'm going to use my X Special and hopefully just cut off his toes. Apparently not, just did quite a bit of damage, I suppose. But, come on. Each time he takes a step, it's a big area of effect shockwave, and I can dodge it. I'm just not very good at it for some reason. He's clearly telegraphing his moves, but anyways, so that's actually kind of good. Let's see. I'm trying to find the best move to use for breaking his weak point gauge, but I feel like just any attack is probably as good as any other. But I don't know. All right, so he's gonna bring his toes back. Bring back your toes. There you go. And okay. You're gonna be attacking as you do that. Okay, there we go. Which makes sense, because that's basically what he did in the actual game. Anyways, and losing quite a bit of hearts against him, which is really weird, because he's such a simple enemy, but there's just something about him that makes it hard for me to dodge these shockwaves, and it does take quite a few hearts. So I'm gonna use my potion, which I can actually use 2 of, and I'm gonna use my X Special to try to break the weak point gauge a little better. Not sure how well that works. I don't think I've really had much success with that in the past with other bosses, but oh well. Just gonna take him down there, and let's see. How much health do you have? Not that much health. Why is he still alive? He should be dead by now. But I'm sure that he would do a lot of damage to me, and I don't think I can even hurt him. Like, I know that generally, like for King Dodongo and Goma and all that, you're not really able to do damage while you haven't used the item against them and all that. But there's stuff you can do to actually jeez, losing so much health. But like the badges help you actually do damage to them even when they have that armor up. But he's almost dead here. I don't need to use the weak point gauge. So yay, I defeated him. But I actually could have ignored him and gone on to the temple, but I figured might as well just kill him first, not have to deal with him later. But now I can come over here, and I'm just going to ignore that outpost. Nothing really important about taking that one. But this is actually a doorway that I guess you would use. Oh no, the West Cannon Keep is about to fall. I probably should have paid more attention to that. But, oh, what was that? Was that me? That's cool. I didn't realize that was a thing that I could do. Oh, did I do that? Yeah, I did do that. That's cool. I kind of wish I had been using that earlier. But okay, great. Now Girahim's forces have begun an all-out attack, apparently. And now I want to go recapture the West Cannon Keep, because I kind of like it. Well, actually, no. I don't need it, because it's not really... I don't have a base to... Oh, no, I do have a base to defend, but the enemies are still pretty far from that. And wow, there's actually a lot of enemies in here. And then Girahim just showing off how creepy he is. It's ridiculous. But, it's just... he's creepy and ridiculous, and that thing is... nah. But, anyways. And then finally he actually shows off that he does have a weapon. But, Demon Lord Girahim, he's... nah. But, let's just use a special because I've got it. Take down a bunch of enemies around me. And dash over here. Use it again. Enemy forces are hitting down my base from the west. We should be able to handle them. Okay, so you guys can handle that. Goron Captain began advancing east of the temple. There we go. I'm going to take down these smaller enemies first before focusing on Girahim. I gotta clear my throat. But, like I said, I'm going to be focusing on these smaller enemies, which is still a pretty big enemy, just because I want the materials that they drop. And, oh good, magic. That should be very helpful. No, not Gear him. Who am I, targeted on? No, not Gear him. There we go, the Moblin. And just ignoring Gear him, just could you leave me alone? I'm trying to kill your army here. Alright, so now, I'm gonna use my magical sword fight. Wow, I'm doing a lot more damage to him than I was expecting to do. And I'm actually just gonna wait a little bit because I want to see what her ability is once she just runs out of magic, rather than oh dang it, I actually killed him with that. I didn't mean to kill him. I wanted to have her magic run out. And of course, Link just comes in, steals the kill. But Master, raise your sword skyward and then swing it down. Basically, just do a skyward strike. Because I was wondering, like, how the other magical people were sealing away the thing. It's like, how's Link gonna do that? He's just gonna use a skyward strike. And he sealed the portal and the sealed grounds and whatnot. And oh wow, 36 minutes. But 30 minutes on this. Alright, so anyways, just skip. Style Master Skull, nice. Very interesting. Moblin Spear, Gear him Sash, the Imprisoned Scale, Highland Captain Gauntlet, Style Master Wristbone, Moblin Flank, and Old Rags. So, yeah, a lot of loot. A lot of good loot. Nice. Alright, so the next level I'm going to be playing is the Temple of the Sacred Sword, which I'm going to have to play as Link, so I'm going to have to go back again and play as Zelda and Lena, which is funny because in Lake Hylia, it's revealed that, oh hey, Zelda is Sheik, and then it didn't unlock Zelda, so I had to beat Palace of Twilight, and that unlocked no one, and then I had to beat Sealed Ground, and then once all three of these were beaten, then I could play as Zelda, which I found a little ridiculous. But anyways, I'll probably go back and do that on hard some other time with Link or something. But anyways, was I gonna do something? I don't think there was anything I had to check, like gallery or something. I don't know. But anyways, that's gonna be it for this episode. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.